Tell me about yourself. My name is Darian Steadwell, and I am originally from Tampa, Florida, but I actually moved to Claremont, Florida, and spent the majority of my life there. And currently, I'm living in the Orlando area because I wanted to move closer to my school, Stetson. Um, for me, one of my main things about myself is that obviously I have a pretty deep passion for football, and my goal has been just to kind of find ways to stay around the game my whole life. And here we are in this interview today for this football front office job. So yeah, let's get started. The first question is, what are your strengths? My strengths are being hardworking and determined. I feel like I'm a very goal oriented person, and that helps me uh, be able to achieve the tasks that I need to get done at work, or being able to stay self motivated and be able to, put my best foot forward when it comes to doing jobs and tasks, because I feel that, whether it's the manager or the boss setting goals for me, or I'm setting goals for myself, I'm able to get the work done that needs to get done, and maybe even, push ahead extra steps. So that's just how I am as my strengths. What would you say some of your weaknesses are? Um, I would say some of my weaknesses kind of are like uh, paying attention to detail. Obviously, I know this is a little bit important in certain situations, and when the details are required to pay attention to, like in certain tasks or situations, obviously that's something you need to be able to do and get better at, but it's definitely something that I need to work on. Another one is just kind of being maybe a little bit too hard on myself sometimes. Um, I have a hard time, uh, accepting less than what I think should be put in to something, and I try to work hard to basically achieve perfection in a lot of the areas that I'm working in, or jobs or tasks that I'm doing. And perfection isn't always necessary in those situations. So I definitely feel like I need to do a better job of feeling out those situations of where and when I have to put 100% my best effort in, and when I'm doing tasks that are just very time consuming, and the details aren't quite as important. So yeah, just pretty much detail focus is very much my weakness. But okay, so the next question is, discuss your resume. My resume is, well, I started high school. I played football in high school, and after, I actually ended up helping with coaching uh, the end of my senior year, and that went pretty well. I felt that I stopped playing football in the spring, obviously, because um, seniors don't play spring football in high school. So I felt that I missed the game a lot, and I wanted to still be around it. So I ended up volunteer coaching for my old high school. I coached the offensive line there, and yeah, it was a very neat experience. Ended up leaving for college that year, but then the following spring, I ended up going back to my old high school and doing assistant coaching there again. And then the whole COVID thing happened, and I wasn't really able to um, kind of live out my commitment to that. So what I did was I moved on and applied um, for volunteer opportunities at my college, Stetson, and reached out to the head coach, asked him if he needed anything, if there was anything that I could do to help him, or if there was any opportunities for me to potentially coach. And he gave me the opportunity to, uh, show up and be there every morning and help with managing. So I've been, managing stuff, whether it's the equipment, whether it's, making sure the guys get water, things like that, setting up the field before every practice. And, that kind of transitioned into more of a focus on, okay, how are we going to get him to, get to that ultimate goal of coaching. So now the goal is to, kind of train me and teach me up to be able to get me to coach. So, managing the football team, coaching, that's, pretty much my resume. Yeah. The next question is, are you a leader or a follower? I would say that I am definitely a leader because I feel like there's certain ways that things need to be done. I feel that what motivates me to get things done and rules that I would set in place in certain situations would be, very helpful and very good for the organization. So I feel like, I'm a leader, and I feel that one of the most important things that any leader can do is just take ownership and leadership in every single aspect of their life. Whether it's, playing a game or teaching somebody something, or, whatever it is, you want to find a way to really show those leadership skills all the time and be constantly developing them. So I wouldn't say I'm a fully developed leader yet. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm willing to, do what it takes to learn the really fine aspects of being a leader. What kind of specific traits and motivations do you have that will allow you to help this organization achieve greatness? Okay, that's a good question. I think I'll just go back to the reflection of my strengths and being hardworking, goal-oriented. One of the things I feel like I have is I'm very passionate and I am very competitive. I feel like winning is very important. So, but to add on to that, winning is important, but winning the right way is more important. I love winning, but doing it the wrong way it feels like a loss to me. So, I think it's important to, focus on doing things the right way, and, it's going to feel better and good for the organization to be doing things the right way and winning, rather than doing bad things and wrong things and still winning. So for me, what I can contribute to this organization is being loyal, honest, hardworking, and passionate. And I'm going to do things, the right way. You won't see me taking shortcuts or doing anything wrong to hurt the organization. And I feel like, again, there's certain ways to do things, and I can be a valuable asset in, what kind of mission you guys are trying to accomplish, I feel like. Okay, so that ends the questions. Now, what questions do you have for me? The questions that I have for you are, is there anything else that I can do to kind of separate myself from the other applicants and interviewers, the people that you're interviewing? Is there anything else that I could possibly do? I'm very committed to this job, and I really, just want an opportunity to express my skills and my strengths, and everything that I have to offer for this organization. I just really want that to happen, be a thing. So, again, just is there anything else I can do? And my next question is, how confident do you feel in your organization for the future? I think, I've done research on you guys. I really like what you guys got going on here. And obviously, I'm very interested in what you guys have to offer. So, that's just my last question is just, what do you guys see in the future? Personally, from outside looking in, I feel like you guys have a bright future, so I just want to know what you think. And that concludes the interview. I'd just like to thank you for the opportunity to have this interview, and I would like to let you know that I will leave my phone number and my email. You can contact me with any questions of the interview and reach out to me whenever. I will be available. Thank you for your time, and you take care.